Testing, testing. Hello? Testing, testing. Alright, it seems to be working. Here we go. I'm just looking for Koroks. I made a Google Doc of things I like about Breath of the Wild. I don't know. I'm just trying to chill out today. I did. Oh, let me make sure. Oh, this works. Yep. That's fine. So it's just I don't know. I've watched no gameplay of Tears of the Kingdom. I watched the trailer, the new trailer, and I just wanted to make a video, but I figured I'd stream. Just finding the last ones. I defeated Maz Koshia yesterday. I'm sad I didn't get that on recording, but and I defeated all the final trials. I'm playing on Master Mode, by the way. Just for funsies. I just found this Korok. Yeah, I'm playing on Master Mode. I got all the DLC. I don't really have amiibos because I don't believe in them. Let's see what the next Korok is. Got northeast of Satori Mountain. Oh my gosh. Northeast. So there's this one in the tree. Oh, it's like down here. Let's go. So, I don't know if we'll find any enemies. I want to talk about mostly the enemies. First of all, I love this game. I played it twice. I want to 100% it before Tears of the Kingdom comes out, just because I want to say I did. I mostly have Koroks and some side quests, just kind of generic things. This place is so serene, so pretty. So happy. This is my first time streaming on YouTube, I think. So if you guys are liking this, maybe you hate me streaming on YouTube. Maybe you want me to stream on Twitch. Because you're a Twitch fan. I don't have any Twitch fans. I'm just kidding. Is the game too loud? Let's see. Let's turn down the game. I feel like it's gonna be too loud. That's very quiet. We can turn it down to like. I think that's good. That way I can be louder than the game. I don't want to be super quiet or anything. I don't even know if anyone's watching this. Or maybe the game's too quiet now. I don't know. Oh, look. More of these guys. Bone people. Alright, I would definitely stream the bone people. My weapons are pretty good. I don't think I know trade anything. I'm used to playing. I played the sword trials recently, and then you want to like pick up everything because you need it. But now I don't need to pick up anything because I have stuff. Kinda nice. I like that the Master Sword is now just always glowing. It hasn't run out of power yet. Oh, we're gonna have a... I killed those guys for nothing. There's a blood moon coming. Am I gonna make it? Sorry, my family's being loud. Let's sign this Korok. Where is he at? That's not a Korok.
The blood moon rises once
Yeah,
again.
know. So I think the style enemies should be a little more in general. What did I write about them? I'm just going to talk about the things as they come up. So I think that the style enemies should have elemental, so the Stalfos. There's the elemental Stalfos. I think there should be elemental, or there's elemental Azalfos. I think there should be elemental Stalfos. Just like, that would be kind of cool, just having like a flaming skeleton. I don't know. I think that would be cool. The Style Moblin, all the style enemies are too weak. I think one of my buddies said that they should have armor, and I was like, that is the solution. Make them have armor, and then once you break the armor, they're really easy. You can keep the regular ones, like, for sure, but they should increase in beefiness somewhat. I like that you have to kill the head. Maybe have them know that, and maybe they like throw the head away. I don't know. I also think, well, we'll get to the bokoblins if we run into any. We certainly will, right? What is this? Why is it just anger here? Forest Dweller's Spear. We'll just keep that there. We don't need that. Korok. Oh. So where is this Korok? Oh, it's definitely this. Alright, next one. So yeah, I think Stalfos should be like elemental at least. And they should make hold on, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I think they should make them harder with armor. I don't know what's coming in Tears of the Kingdom, but that's my style enemies. I like the Hinox, the Stalnox. That is an amazing enemy, and they should have more like it's just the way it builds on the Hinox. That one right there. I don't know, those are just dudes. Dudes being dudes, guys being dudes. But yeah, I think the big thing, style enemies should have elemental versions. They should have more, better AI, thinking about their skull, right? They want to protect the skull. What if they took the skull off and then like threw it behind them, so you have to fight them to get to the skull, and they had armor? I think that'd be cool. Looks like the next one is like down here. Great. This rock, right? And then there's one up in the trees. These guys are 2-hit kills. is really too easy. I like that they kind of pop out each other. I think that they could be better. I think that there's room for improvement there. I don't know what Tears of the Kingdom is going to be. Oh, this is a nice little area. There's tons of plants. Look at all these carrots. I do like me some carrots. Is the guy up there? There he is. Oh, I missed. That's awkward. How about that? Alright. Get on that one. I love the Koroks, by the way. I think the Koroks should come back. We should have more Koroks. I saw the Korok with his backpack in the trailer. I want Koroks to have more personality. I want Koroks to fight things. I want Koroks to be involved in politics. I want more Koroks in power. Maybe a Korok representative in the throne room to Zelda. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't recognize the Koroks as sentient. Maybe is Link the only one that can see the Koroks? There's that too. Are the Koroks like spirits? I guess we'll never know, right? Or we will know. I don't know. I don't know what we'll know. Why does it make the arrow like... Okay. Where is this Korok? It's just up here. Just in the middle of... No, it's right here. By the looks of it. In the middle of nowhere. This thing has us going back and forth. This website I'm using. I don't want to go back and forth. I just want to go. I guess this is a time that you can talk about plants. I like the plants. I think there should be more plants. I think maybe farming could be in the next one. We do see like NPCs farming. I think there's an opportunity for like if you wanted to grow plants instead of collecting them. I guess that makes it so that exploration is not encouraged, but I don't know. I like farming. I like that idea. Same goes with like other resource growing. Like, we have hunting. I think fishing needs to be added. I think they need to add fishing rods. They need to add nets for bug catching. I think they could add water mounts for fishing, like a boat. Or maybe, I don't know what else they could have as a water mount. I mean, they have the seals, they could have dolphins, red dolphins. Or turtles. What if Link built a giant turtle? That'd be epic. I'm terrible at archery. Oh, I guess we can talk about bows. I like bows. I want to make sure I talk about everything. Let's just talk about it in order. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was bokoblins. I think that they should be more conniving. I think that there should be way more of them. So when I went to Hyrule Castle for the first time, I was expecting like wave after wave of bokoblins. I was thinking like Skyward Sword, where you have to, like, there's like a horde of them. But it wasn't like that at all, and I was just kind of like, why is there no hierarchy to Ganon's army? And maybe Ganondorf will bring more of a hierarchy to his army later. But I think the bokoblins should be more conniving. They should have the strength in numbers. They need to be more of an army. I think every one of these like basic monsters needs to have a boss version. I like that there's bosses for like, I think that like the Taluses are great bosses. I think there should just be giant bokoblins. So like the skulls that you see, we'll find one eventually, right? The skulls you find in the game, with like the guys using them for forts, the giant skulls. That should just be a monster. And that could be a giant, they could have a giant bokoblin, and then a giant Stalkoblin, whatever that thing is, the skeletal one. And I just think having just a big boy running around would be terrifying and awesome. And it would be a really fun boss. And there just has to be one of them. There doesn't have to be many. That's all I have to say about those.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Moblins, I think, should be beefier. I think that they should be more captains. They should have leadership. They should lead with the goblins and tell them where to go. I think you could have like a Moblin King or General is like a boss. Moblins should be able to ride things. They could have giant boars. They could ride the rhinos. They could ride the moose, the bear. I just think that it makes sense that Moblins would ride things, and we already have mounts. Like even the Lizalfos should ride things. But I have more ideas for the Lizalfos too. I think we'll talk about that. But I think that there should be like a Moblin King that's like in charge, and then maybe he reports to Ganondorf. Yeah, that's all I have to really say about that. Lizalfos, I think some Lizalfos should have wings. I know that exists in some Zelda games. The Lizalfos seem to have more movement. That's their thing. The Lizalfos move around. And having one that has verticality makes it even more terrifying. I'm thinking like for a boss Lizalfos, I'm thinking like a longer Lizalfos, like more legs and more arms, and maybe two sets of wings, just like a double Lizalfos. I think that would be scary because it could wield more weapons, like it had 2 sets of weapons. Also, they should have dual wielding. I don't know why they don't have dual wielding in this game. They should have dual wielding. Like, you already carry your shield around. I think that they should also have armor and things. The cursed heads, so the little cursed heads, I think that you can bring them back. I think that they should have more variety in what they do, like the malice heads. Like, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of them being, I mean, they're just a nuisance, really. Besides that, they don't do anything. So I just think maybe the heads can be better. I like the idea of Malice producing monsters. And the Malice, they could do more of that. I think Malice producing monsters could be more of a thing. Maybe there's different kinds of Malice monsters that can come out. Or maybe when Malice corrupts a specific monster, they have to like that becomes like a Malice infested monster. I think that would be cool. Because we saw some of that with the Ganon thing. Like, I thought that was an awesome creation. It was like a guardian with Malice. Like, why aren't there Taluses with Malice and Maluka with Malice? And I get that they kind of spawn with Malice with the moon, but they could have more of that. Definitely, for sure. I would change choo-choos. I think they should work like Minecraft slimes, where you break one and then they're smaller. And I think small choo-choos should be able to combine with the larger ones. Keys. Oh, a boss choo-choo would just be an enormous choo-choo. I don't know why they don't have one. Keys, the location, there should be a keys hive. I think that a giant keys hive that you can climb in, and then you have to battle a bunch of keys. I think that having large bat keys, like the monsters in Twilight Princess that just like are giant bats in Hyrule Field, those are terrifying, and I think they should be in this game. Octoroks, I really like Octoroks. I think they're well implemented. I think Octoroks, similar to the Keys, should like infest places. I'm not thinking like an Octorok hive. I'm thinking more of like, how do I like describe this? Like an Octorok like taking over a house. like an old abandoned house full of Octoroks. I think that would be cool. I like that they try to like hide and mimic things, and maybe they could have. Wizrobes. Oh, my boss Octorok was like a giant Octorok with a bunch of tentacles. Just a giant octopus. I want to see a giant octopus. Wizrobes. I think that there could be more of a generic Wizrobe, and then they have wands. So like a generic Wizrobe would pick up the wand, and then they become that kind of Wizrobe. Wizrobes with swords maybe would be cool. Instead of just like shooting fire at you, they can like teleport to you and like stab you. I think that they should. I think Wizrobes. Oh, I think all monsters, combat-wise, should have some ability to use Sheikah powers. They should integrate that. And I think that their Wizrobes specifically could have like a magnesis wand, and that they like throw metal at you. Or like a stasis thing where they stasis you and then they go up to you and stab you. I think that would be terrifying. Or a bomb Wizrobe. Like I think that makes sense. And then you could pick up their thing and use it. Peblets, I wouldn't change at all. They're great. Lionels, I think that they should have Style Lionels. I don't know why they don't. I think they should have cursed Lionel heads. I think a boss for this, and I thought of this, I think that they should have a Lord of the Mountain version of a Lionel, or like the giant horse version of a Lionel, where it's just enormous or terrifying and it has different powers. A teleporting Lionel or a magic Lionel. I think Lionels should be mounts for other things, like a Moblin riding a Lionel would be scary, or a Wizrobe teamed up with a Lionel. I want to see these monsters work together more, so maybe something along those lines. Like, Bokoblins should launch choo-choos at you, because that just makes sense. That's what they would do. Guardians. I think the Guardian Scouts should exist outside of the shrines. That would be my first change. I think the Guardian Sentry is kind of a weird thing that it only shows up once. I think having it deploy... Should we fight it? I don't know. I think having the thing only for the Divine Beast, that Guardian, was kind of weird. I think that they should have more, either more of those. There's like a forced stealth thing. I don't know. I didn't like that. I think Guardians should destroy all living things. Guardians shouldn't be compatible with the other Malice monsters. Well, they're Malice infested, so maybe they don't fight all of the monsters, but they should fight animals. I want to see Guardians try to take over a town, and I want Link to have to defend the town. I think that's cool. Where is this? Right here? Where is this for? I didn't read where it was. Oh, it's all the way down here. It's this rock. But yeah, I think Guardians should have melee. They have those tentacles and never use them. Like, they should just punch the player. They should be a little bit more challenging. I think that they're really challenging for new players. Once you know how to fight them, they're really easy. Add the bug net so I can catch bugs. Yiga are annoying right now. I think that they are a cool faction and they need to be more fleshed out. I would add more Yiga things. They make them more threatening. I like that Koga eats too many bananas, and that's like why he's weak. I think they should be integrated into the world. Like, they should have bigger plans besides just killing Link. I think one of their plans, like, they should attack Gerudo towns. Why don't they? and a fight between the Gerudo town and the Yiga makes sense. They should just be doing other things besides just attacking Link every now and then. The Talus are amazing. Their boss versions are great. They should have a metal Talus that you can magnesis along with Peblets. And they have the luminous Talus, but they should have one that's just all luminous. Why don't they have that? That's just like, it would look cool. I like the Titan boss for Taluses. I think that they could have maybe a Talus with more than one, like a changing elemental Talus, like a rainbow Talus would be cool. And it changes from fire to ice or other elements that we might add. I think the Hinox is great, and they should add silver and gold versions of Hinox. And they should have baby Hinoxes. I think that would be cool. Where's this Koroks supposed to be? Oh, it's over here. Why? What is it doing there? Why is it there? Yeah, they should have different kinds of... They should add silver and gold to your Hinoxes. The Stalnox is great. They're both great enemies. I think having baby ones or making them work together with some of the other enemies would be cool. I don't always like that the Hinox is all alone. I think having them with other people is not just menacing, but like, that makes sense to me. Molduga is great. I like having just a giant menacing creature in the desert. And I think that they should have other regional, like, menacing creatures. Like a water monster that you have to fight. Could be the giant octopus that I'm talking about. Or maybe like a sky monster. With a giant keys, you could do that, something like that. I'm thinking more along those lines. I think that they should have more. Am I gonna fall? I don't want to fall. But I like the Molduga, and they should use Molduga as inspiration for other things in the world. Like, the Taluses are cool, but they're kind of everywhere. I like the regional things, so like they should have like a Leneiru only boss, or like a snow only boss that you only see in the snow. And they have some of that, but not a ton. Oh my gosh, why is it all over there? These are some ideas that I brainstormed with my friends that I think they should just add these monsters outright. Living trees or ents or things like that. Worm monsters, giant worms. Skulltulas, I think would be cool. They should have Dark Link in the next game. Or some kind of version of that. I think that they should have anti-Sheikah power enemies. So enemies that have learned that Sheikah powers are dangerous. So like you could have... first off, I think silver enemies in general should be magnesisable. They should have bomb shields that can protect them from bombs. They should have anti-stasis machines that you have to like take out before you can use stasis around them. Maybe enemies that that use cryo, or maybe they try to disrupt your cryo. Enemies that have Sheikah powers in general, so like I was saying with the Wizros earlier, I think that's a good example. But they could have other ones along those lines. Oh my gosh, what is happening? But yeah, I think that they should, in general, add those things. Let's talk about the blights, because I hate them. I hate the blights so much. I'm a fan of old Zelda dungeon bosses. I played Twilight Princess as my first game. And those bosses are just better. And I think that they should have them be more like that. I say bring back King Dodongo. I mean, we saw the Tears of the Kingdom trailer. I think that they're already planning to do this. But I would like to see more bosses. I like the Malice in general, and I like the blights for what they serve. Malice should infect the bosses. The bosses should just be Malice infected, kind of like the dragon, where you have to like save the dragon from the Malice. I think that they should do more things like that. That was cool. I liked Master Koga. I liked Maz Koshia as bosses. Calamity Ganon was good, and it like had the Blight Guardian. I think that was cool. Dark Beast Ganon was big and easy, and I think it was fun. It was cinematic. I liked the Twilight Princess boss fight, and I know I'm biased, but I think more things like that would be cool where you fight. I think we're going to fight Ganondorf in the next game. Like, if we don't fight Ganondorf, I don't know what we're doing, but I think, you know, it should be obvious, those things, where you fight, like, integrate those epic battles. I like mini-bosses, too. We can do mini-bosses. Let's talk about the dungeons of the game. I like... The shrines are great, and I love them. They're the best part of the game. They should come back. I know that's a hot take, maybe? I think we should have shrines in the next game. Because I think they introduce the characters, the players, to cool mechanics. The shrines are just good with that. And I think that that's just what should happen. I think shrines should come back. The mazes are cool. I don't know why they're there. I like the mazes. I think they're really cool. Why are they there? They don't really explain where they come from or what purpose they serve. What's the name of the island? Because I couldn't remember when I was making this document. That's not it. Where's the island? Is it this island? Maybe. Whatever island where they take away all your stuff. I like that island. And that was cool. That was just a cool shrine, I guess. The Divine Beasts make sense with the story. I like that they helped with the Battle of Ganon. They weren't dungeons. I can't.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
It hurts my soul to say that they're dungeons, but they're good. And I think, well, the 5th Divine Beast in the DLC was really good. I think if they did something larger like that, it would feel more dungeon-like. I don't like that the dungeons, like the Divine Beasts, only have like Malice and Guardians. I think that they should have actual enemies, local enemies to the dungeons. I like the Twilight Princess. I keep saying Twilight Princess because I love Twilight Princess, but why don't they have like spiders in a spider dungeon, or like fish monsters? I don't know. It makes more sense that you would have local dungeons, like fire monsters and the slugs or something. Like, I think something like that would be cool, and it makes sense. Who's attacking? What else is there? Oh, I think the dungeons should have the dungeon items as well. Items that you get in the dungeons. I think that the powers are cool, like the flying and the Musa's Grace and stuff. but they need items. I think that they should have items. And they should be themed better. I didn't like how they were. It felt like they were all kind of the same. They could have been a little bit more diverse. Same old crusty malice. I wrote that down. I think that the malice just gets old after a while. Have the malice do different things with different areas. And they kind of did that with the blights. I respect that. But they could do more, lean more into the diversity of malice and how it's changing different things different ways. I think the Sword Trials and the Final Divine Beast are the best of the best that this game has to offer. So if you haven't played the DLC, go play it because it's really good. Hyrule Castle also feels like an actual dungeon, and we need more of that. It didn't feel like it was big. And there was a lot to explore. I would say it feels like a full dungeon. I was gonna say it doesn't feel like a full dungeon. That's not. It definitely does. Master Sword is overpowered. The compendium. Stop with having to take pictures for the compendium. It should work like a Pokédex. Pictures should still exist. I don't like that there's a limited picture limit. Oh, this is where my friends got crazy. So the creatures, they should have more animals that are rideable, and more animals in general. First thing first, I'm just gonna list. So Kilton should sell something that you can put on bears, deer, or the Lord of the Mountains, so you can either store them in stables, or Kilton should have a stable that he stores them for you. I trust Kilton. I like Kilton. He should come back. I want more Kilton. I think this is a list of animals that we made. Elephants, mammoths, large lizards, monkeys, giant boar, water animals that are like whales, dolphins, mounts in general, flying leviathans for the leviathan skeletons. More that you can do with dogs. Add cats, lions, tigers, tame wolves. Tameable wolves is a big one because they had the amiibo. They had like the stuff for it. You just couldn't do it. Beavers that could build dams in the rivers. Maybe some water physics. Dinosaurs, lizards in general, so alligators. Giant frogs. They have the small frogs, make giant frogs. They have the lizards, make like salamander kind of things, like giant, like tiny Lizalfos. And this is where I wrote add a net fishing, and I love bloopies, and I think that they should have other things like that, like the Lord of the Mountain kind of stuff. Loftwing things. I think we should have loft wings. It makes sense to add them with the verticality that they're planning. I think that there should be more potions. High risk, high reward potions. They should have downsides. They could be more interesting. And more versatile in how you create them. Weapons. Now everyone knows they're already going to do stuff with weapons because of the trailers. But not just the spear, sword, and axe would be good. Dual wielding would be good. Shields and bows are great. I think that they should add some other weapons like the ball and chain from Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. They should have something like that, or a similar weapon. And it would break like the other weapons, but you use it for what you can. Shurikens or needles, the sheik needles, Sheikah weapons, maybe a shotgun type of weapon, or like an arrow bundle. We wrote down, or an arrow bomb that like you throw it and then arrows in all direction. More throwables, bomb rolling should be added. Elemental bomb arrows. So I like the basic bombs are fire bombs, right? The bomb arrows. And I like that. I like these bombs, right? But they're not fire bombs. I want fire bombs too. Those are just kind of like light bombs. I want fire bombs. I want also electric water bombs, ice bomb. I think that would be really cool. Wind weapons. So there's 2 wind weapons in the game. There's the wind sword, and then there's like the wind. There's the Korok. Really, that's all it is. My friend wanted the wind bottle to be added. I like the boomerangs. I think that they should be able to hit more than one enemy. I think that's what could make them cooler, is that they hit maybe 2 or 3 enemies. I think that there should be an end game boomerang. Where's my ancient boomerang? More hammers. I think this was something we put in there also when we were just brainstorming. Cryo should have different shapes, like Fortnite, where you can build little things. Like little cryo stairs just make sense. Or maybe you can build a cryo wall that you can hide behind and defend. The basic square just is kind of lame. So we just got that. We just got this one. Now we just need all the way down here is one. So, yeah, story-wise, let's talk about, I think there should be more voice acting. I don't like reading text all the time. More Koroks. I think there should be more gods or demigods kind of thing. So like the horse god is amazing. The fairies, the giant fairy fountains are really cool. And having things similar to that, in a similar vein, would be, I just would like it. The dragons are similar to that. The dragons are kind of like gods in a sense. And only Link can see them, I think, is confirmed. I think having the dragons, or maybe another dragon, maybe an evil dragon, would be cool. I just want more interactable deities and spirits. Link is supposed to be that link between worlds, you know. Let him be the link between worlds. One of the interactable deities I remembered was that cursed statue that you talk to. That's like, it serves a purpose, right? It takes away it lets you trade stamina and hearts. I think more things like that would be cool. Locations and things I would change right away. Temple of Time needs to have time travel. Let's have time travel or some other alternate dimension in the next game. If not this game, then the game after that. But I think I have ideas for what the game after that should be. The game after this game, the game after Tears of the Kingdom, should explore what's beyond Hyrule. Right? We have this north and we have this east area. What's outside of Hyrule? And there's other regions besides Hyrule in the Zelda game. So I think that they could do it. Arbiter's Grounds needs to be unearthed. The 8th heroine needs to have an answer. Forgotten Temple needs to have a purpose. I like caves. I like underground. I think that would add to the verticality they're trying to get in. The entire Farron area over here and all the ruins, the Zonai ruins, I have a feeling they're going to do stuff with it. But also up here is Zonai ruins. Up here, I haven't gone to this place yet. I still need to. In this save, at least. I think that they should all have... I think the ancient furnaces should have a purpose. So, like, we have the ancient furnaces. Why don't they do anything? What do they do? What is their purpose? Why do they exist? I think amiibos shouldn't impact major elements of the game. I think that's silly. When amiibos are like the replacement thing. I don't know. I don't like that amiibos... I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this game that amiibos can only do. I was getting happy about the Koroks, so I wrote, I want the Koroks to mobilize against Ganondorf and have Hestu be their general. And the Great Deku Tree is their deity. I think that's another one of the deities that we just don't, like, you kind of interact with, but he just kind of exists. Armor! I like armor. I think that there should be more color customizing with the armor. You should also be able to customize the armor to your liking. for mechanics. I think there should be more types. There should be like gloves and items you can wear, other wearables. I think jewelry should be wearable at the same time as a helmet too. That kind of always bothered me that they have the jewelry and the jewelry's like expensive and really cool to get. But then once you have it, it's like you never wear it because it's never better to wear than a helmet. And it looks funny if you don't have the helmet on. But yeah, I do like the armor. I think enemies should be able to wear armor, and make it change the way you fight them. I think there should be more elements in the game. So we have like these bombs, and these are like Sheikah light bombs or laser bombs, maybe you would call them. I think that should be one element. Light should be an element. What else? What other elements do you think there should be? I think weaponized malice. I think you should have malice weapons. I think darkness could be an element. I think laser weapons, flamethrowers, elements, wind, earth, time, water are all good elements. Oh, this is when my friend and I kind of wrote down a weapon we should have is slingshots. I don't know about them because we already have bows. Maybe slingshots could serve a different purpose. Oh, it looks like we got people chatting. Yeah, more animals, more animals. And hello, Frosty. I think maybe a Korok weapon could be similar to a slingshot, and they could have something like that. Where's this next one? It's along like the edge here. Yeah, it's like over here. What a silly location for a Korok. We also wrote down that you should have companions that fight with you, and maybe that would be the opening to co-op in the game. So like there's the champions kind of fight alongside, it looks like they'll fight alongside you in the game coming up, in Tears of the Kingdom. And so maybe that could be an opportunity for multiplayer stuff. There's also maybe open world version where story elements aren't happening that you can play like or things they've like modded it so they can have multiplayer in it. And I think that would be really cool. Shut up, dude. Oh my gosh. They really just going for it now. The Koroks should combine into be a boss fight. Why? I don't want to fight the Koroks. Yeah, I'm looking for Koroks. Alright, what else did I talk about? Oh, more Zelda races. So we wanted the Magma, the mole people. The Uku, were like the cuckoo people. I like those. City in the Sky, it looks like they're kind of doing that. So, Peblets, what a perfect monster. Oh my gosh. I literally complimented you doing that kill. This... That was just terrible. Can I go back? I want to go back. Oh, it's a little bit. So the Magma Ryoku, we talked about Skull Kid in the game, in the next game. Kind of these classic Zelda things should be in the next game, like Dark Link. I mentioned Dark Link earlier. They should add it at a stone. It's time for kind of classic Zelda elements to come back. Or maybe Fee, or maybe they've done references to Fee in this game, and I like that. But I know I don't want Fee there all the time because people get annoyed by Fee. But maybe just a cameo would be a little bit better than what they have right now. Am I gonna drown? Please don't drown. Just stand. Okay, let's stand down. Oh my gosh. Increase my voice volume. Okay. Is this better? Is this better volume? And I could decrease the game volume a little bit. There we go. How about now? Other animals or other creatures we thought of adding the Twilight. Maybe have the Twilight Realm play a part. I mean, if we're having Ganondorf, last time we saw Ganondorf in the game, he was all about the Twilight Realm. So let's do that. Let's bring back. Maybe he's trying to get there. Maybe they talk about it at least. Yetis. There's the Yeti race in Twilight Princess, and there's the whole snow area. They should just add Yetis. I think it would be cool. What else did I say we should add? Oh, the Picori. I think having a Minish world would be cool. There's the ancient robots, the Anuki. There's demons. So like, I think Demise is going to be in the next game, or they're at least going to talk about him because, based on the trailer, I think Demise is in it. So demons like Demise, maybe the Pose, maybe the Garo. Some of those creepier Zelda monsters could be in there. I also wrote down we want pirates because there's the ocean, and I think we should have pirates. More dimensions, time travel. We need that alternate universe kind of thing, or something like it. Maybe a spirit world that Link goes to. That's what Link is. I mean, that's why he's called Link. He's the Link. Or at least that's the way I interpret it. But that is my rant. That is all I'll be ranting about for now. Now I'm just gonna find Koroks. I think it's time to just find Koroks. Alright, what Korok are we at? No, we can't do the thing where we fly. Gotta wait for it to recharge.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Okay, Daruk.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Let's go. Oh, that hurt. Bonk my head on the rocks as I go up. Where is this Korok? Bum bum bum. Oh, I see him. Slippery slopes. That would have sucked if I fell again. Where is this next? Oh my gosh, the next Korok they want me to find is all the way down here. They're really like going along the river. I climbed all the way up here just to feel like that. There's also, it looks like there's one in the peeping of trees. We should find that one first. Frosty, is my volume better? You know, I worry. I worry. This is not the grouping of trees I was looking for. There's another grouping of trees. They say there's a balloon by these trees. A balloon! A balloon! Let's go. I do not see the balloon. Ah! Die, foul beast. Balloon. Nice camera angle game. Chill shroom. I really like the plants. I love the plants. Whoa, so bright. I'm going to get this Korok. That rock is staying still. How? Alright, so it looks like we found those two. It says east of Lake Ilmini. There is one up here. In the trees. Why are these Koroks now so far apart? They used to be so close together. I hear a wizard. There's a shrine nearby. I guess let's go do this shrine. We'll do the shrine. Find one more Korok.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Yes. Because it could be late. Where's the shrine? I haven't been shining forever. Oh. Do you need a Korok for this one? Because... oh, it's probably gonna give me one, right? Oh, it's this one. This one takes forever. Let's go. That's how you make them. That's not how you make them. Lure me this shrine. Really just went all. We're gonna need to do this place for one thing. Make sure I got pictures of the first one. Nice. I don't think I do. But let's just double check, you know? I do. That was a waste. Oh, we solved it. That's good. Let's just follow backwards. Worth. Just to that platform. Good enough. Alright. Oh, that's what we were supposed to say. But I didn't do it that way. I did it my way. I'm guessing this is where it comes. Let's go. Put this chest here. This shrine is enormous. Let's go. Alright, we got one more Korok to find. It looks like it's right here. So we'll go that way. I'll ride my motorcycle. I didn't know you could make sounds before this. I just never paid attention to them long enough. Those are some interesting choo-choo sounds. Alrighty. I think that's a good place to stop. Korok number 48 out of 80 on this in this region. So thanks for watching if you did